dance with somebody.
I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Just keep going through the whole.
God, listen, I'm sorry, y'all. This is quickly turning into a show starting out with karaoke music.
It's always like this.
And you know what? Fuck it. I'm sorry.
I can't buy myself flowers.
Oh, no, please no. Please no. Listen, you introduced me, by the way. Hi, we're back on YouTube. Hey, hi, nice to see you. Let's turn to camera again, I guess. Fucking
myself.
It'll be nice whenever this new space happens so we can really arrange it to be more camera friendly. Eventually at some point in the future. Are we ever going to actually
get a camera? Is the real question.
Yeah. Oh. This is coming from the person who was trying to convince me to buy a fucking $2,000 TV earlier today.
$2,400.
Okay, see.
I wanted the 85.
But yeah, the cameras. Yeah, we got trips coming. I don't have money. Anyway,
I'll work overtime. He said, then you can buy a new TV.
Exactly.
I'll buy it from my own house. Rub it in your face.
Look
at my
don't rub it in my face, please.
QLED.
You know who could rub it in your face?
Dick Bosa.
Welcome to another long-running joke that just came up.
Long-running joke for 24 hours.
For 24 hours that will probably be on this show multiple times over the next couple of weeks.
Listen, Dick Bosa, if you're watching.
Oh, yeah. Nick Bosa, if you happen to be watching this obscure-ass podcast that gets 7 views on YouTube and 20-some-odd listens an episode,
also, if you could just get traded to the Seahawks, that'd make my day a lot easier. Because I'm a hater on the Niners. But
first, let me
I'm not a hater of Thick Bosa.
Let me get this out of the way.
Thick Bosa. Thick Bosa.
So welcome back to It's About to Get Weird. I would like to make a note real quick.
Thing all over again.
Just real quick. Yeah. I have, granted, it's only 2, so not much, but I'm attempting to promote this. Yeah, I should throw that out there.
I did see that.
I have posted a whole 2 TikToks about trying to promote this because I am dog shit at promotion for this.
I'm word of mouth.
And I actually made that exact post. Like, I feel like it's egotistical for me to go and tell people I don't know that well to listen to our podcast, but I'm trying.
You're a dick.
I'm really trying.
I can't believe you go out there and
all 200
pour yourself out for us.
Someone's got to whore themselves out, and why not the ex-whore?
I've never been one in my life.
Exactly.
Let me see.
Oh, no. I
only have 140 followers. So.
Yeah, I think I might have close to 200 because of an ICP video, but
that's
true. See, I don't know. Listen, I can't post thirst traps.
I bet. Yes, you can. Guess who? Thick Bosa. Thick Nick Bosa.
I don't have a niche on TikTok. I just post shit that I think is funny.
Thick Bosa.
I have no context or idea on how to get followers on there because I feel like if I could actually just get that, then this might go further. But I don't know how to do that. I'm old. Roast
Kevin Hart again, and maybe I don't know. That shit was funny.
I have sent other things into that, but I haven't been picked since. It's all right. I was on there once. That was enough for me.
That shit is still funny.
We are 24 hours off of the conference championships. And we spent literally the whole day. I want to say that is the most
football I've watched.
I have watched football in a long time.
Day of football.
It was literally a whole ass day. Like we went to go because we're friends with an Eagles fan, right? So
fly Eagles fly, I guess.
Call. So we go to a venue, a restaurant, to watch the game because why not, right?
Yeah.
And I really had no intention on watching the other one.
I kind of did.
I was like, I'm going to check it out, and if it starts pretty good, then great. If not, then I'll do something else.
And it's
honestly, we got to halftime of that second game, and I was like, I'm going to turn the PlayStation on. You're passing out. She had a long day. I'm not saying she had a very, very long day.
And I got day drunk.
Well, and then there was that. Yeah, we were fancy bitches. We had mimosas.
Mimosas. The most. Hold on, I got to fix. This is hitting me right in the tits.
Right in the tits. So.
Is that better? Titless. I'm titless now.
Oh, well. So.
Titless.
The most that I spent watching a football game. But in any case, that first game we watched, the Eagles versus the Niners, we discovered a very particular piece of information, and it just turned into this long-running joke, right? So...
I mean, the whole game.
The whole game.
What, 3 hours? We were there for 3 or 4 hours?
Yes. The whole game, we kept making references to Nick Bosa, who just slowly turned into Thick Bosa. I believe there was another pun called Nick Nosa.
Because I think he had a tackle, and it was like in the back. I don't know where it was.
It happened.
And I was like, Nick Nosa.
So it was just hilarious. So now that's just probably going to turn it kind of like the big fucking squirrel thing. It's probably going to turn into something like that.
That climbed the ladder.
Or the balls.
I climbed the ladder.
Or that. I mean,
and
we
also,
have a lot.
Balls.
You know, if we were big enough to have merch, we have a couple of decent ones right now.
There's something that I don't know if this is inappropriate.
This is.
We're getting comfy. Can you still see my face? Who cares? It's
sure.
I don't give a fuck. So there's something that I always say, like when I want to describe something to somebody, I'm like, let me Bob Ross the situation for
That's
you.
true. She does. That was like the first merch idea.
But Thick Bosa.
Yeah, we could make that. See, this is why. Listen, I know 7 of you are going to watch this for whatever.
How's the bottom of my shoes look?
I mean, are we entertaining enough to have people? I just want to get some of these T-shirts out there. That's all.
We have a Patreon set up, but we actually don't have it fully set up.
We don't have anything to put on there right now.
We would basically.
Well, we have a couple of episodes that we haven't released.
We would have to basically.
No, I
know. We would basically have to do things on an actual set schedule and release them early to the Patreons.
Yeah. I mean, we're in a position now for that to actually work. It would be like,
okay, instead of Tuesday, you get it Monday. But is that really...
I mean, for some.
Unless we changed our release day.
Yeah.
Then we could be like, okay, we'll give it to you Monday. And we'll release on Thursday.
we could just sell merch though. We could just sell merch, or we could just fully sell out and like pick one particular topic and just talk about that all day, because that gets followed. But I don't want to do that.
No, that's not fun. And people like the way we do our show.
Obviously. Listen, I'm not going to front. As far as like the YouTube front is concerned, we're just hit and miss on that. We're
terrible at that.
We're shit. We're
sorry.
We're still trying. But we're shit at that. On the audio end of things, though, that's okay. That's doing all right. Like
sometimes I'm just too tired.
That happens.
Sometimes we just don't have anything to talk about. Today we have absolutely jack shit to talk about.
We were right before I hit record. I was like, "What the fuck are we going to talk about today?" We'll figure it the fuck out. We always do.
And then I started talking about Sleep Token. If you don't know who they are, listen to them.
So
that breakdown though.
That breakdown.
That baseline.
Indeed, that baseline was pretty sick.
I wish I had that guy's voice.
Thick Bosa.
I wish I had those thighs. Could you imagine me walking around with Thick Bosa thighs?
You would look.
Oh my God.
You would need new pants.
Well, duh. But these are stretchy pants.
Yeah, stretchy pants.
They're stretchy. They're jeans, but they do stretch.
They got stretch fabric. Jeans. Ooh, fancy. Yeah. So, but yeah, I find it amusing that she spends a good portion of this morning. No, you're fine. A good portion of this morning trying to convince me to buy a TV when we got shit. But we got a trip coming up in October, and you want me to spend trip money on a TV?
Well, you're just paying for. Listen.
For my house, I'm going to get the vast majority of the enjoyment out of this.
Whose house do we spend the most time at?
That's valid.
It ain't mine.
Well, Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, then you can chip in on my TV. If you're going to be spending all that time at my house.
I mean,
just saying.
There's a logical argument for us to go half on a TV.
We can't even agree to go half on a camera, but we can't agree to go half on a TV. We have priorities.
We haven't had that conversation.
That's very true.
We really haven't. It's just we need one.
It's like it's like a custody battle. Like who gets it on this weekend? It's like having kids.
And then there's that. Oh yes, children. Those are fun.
No, I just give those right back. I'm just chilling.
The Last of Us.
Oh shit! I haven't watched the 3rd episode.
I haven't either. But we listen. Only reason I bring it up for two reasons. Number one, it's just a great fucking show. If you
really
haven't, like, you don't even have to play the game to watch the show.
I didn't.
If you haven't and you're interested, go fucking watch it. You'll like it. I promise you.
I did do a little research.
A research?
The research department has
as far as research, you mean you watched the gameplay or?
You're right.
There you go.
I watched some like side-by-side stuff.
It's...
Wow, incredible.
My understanding is, from what I've seen since waking up this morning, this week's episode goes off script from the game.
Oh, okay.
But it was bound to happen at some point, right?
When that bitch get bit, though, I was like, ooh. This is a whole ass conversation that they're having from the game, though, too. Like, there was a part where I don't remember what side-by-side I was watching, or what part I was watching. I think they were in a build. I don't know what was going on. And it was, like, literally verbatim. The video game dialogue to the show.
Yeah, there's a couple of scenes like that. There's in the first episode, there's a couple scenes like that. In the second one, I know the one side by side they were doing was when they come across that plank going over to the view, and then like that's verbatim for the show versus the game. You
know who would be really good in that show? Thick Bosa.
Oh, good Lord, yeah. But see that that cordyceps kiss though.
I'm not a fan of that,
bro.
Can you? Now you know me pretty well. What do you think my body did to me?
Yeah, for sure.
It's because it looks like.
No, listen,
it looks like hair, and all I can think of is getting hair stuck
at the back of your. Yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Welcome to Throw Up Sounds by It's About to Get Weird.
This is the weirdest ASMR. Someone's in it though.
No, so I know there was a lot of back and forth about that one. Listen, first and foremost, I'm just going to say, as far as the gamers that are pissing and moaning about the fact that it's not, go play the game again. If that's what you want, just go play the fucking game again. It's right there. You should. You're going to shit your pants and die a lot, but you should.
Yeah. Also, I like that people were making jokes like Joel's getting through. He's not dying as much as I did in the game.
Yeah. I actually
he was surviving.
I saw one of those and I actually commented. I was like, you know how dope it would have been if they had made it where he like daydreams. Because listen, in the game, if you haven't watched the show, spoilers, but
it's 2 fucking episodes.
Episode 2, right? You get to the clicker. Anytime in that game,
that's wild to me.
That you see one of those fuckers, if you don't shoot it or stab it and sneak up on it, you just avoid it, because if it gets close enough to grab you, you're fucking dead. You're dead. You're dead. There's no getting out of it. There's no struggling. As soon as they grab you, cutscene, you're dead. Like, that's the end of it.
They should. I see what you're gonna say though.
So what I would have found
funny,
or just like kind of one of those great little like
Easter egg
point, like thumbs up, like nods to the gamers, is if it was like that scene happens, clicker jumps over table, tackles Joel, the struggle, but he gets bit and dies, and then it's just like it flashes back like it's a daydream, and that would have been the respawn. I think that would have been fantastic. I understand why you didn't do it, because it would have almost felt like a fuck you to the people who hadn't played the game, but
also
that balls. I think that would have been a cool little thing to do. But either way, yeah. If that happens in the game, you're dead. So I understand why people were making that joke, like, oh, it's funny he didn't die, 27 times
like I did,
just to come back like I did.
Yeah, that's pretty funny though.
But it's just such a great show. But that scene at the end, because there was all this, I guess you would say, uproar, sort of, to a degree, of the gamer bros who were like, oh, there's no spores, they don't get to wear the gas man, like,
oh, you can't have everything.
Well, it's not even that, it's just scientific. Like, for a game as a narrative tool, it works.
Yeah.
In real life, it doesn't, because it's the same thing that we were talking about during like the full-blown pandemic, right? You walk into a store, you wear gloves, you touch every fucking thing, and you think you're safe, and then you touch your wallet and you touch your card. It's cross-contamination, right?
Still doing it.
So, like, number one, spores are airborne and they're every fucking where. But if you were to walk into any building any room where that shit's just all over the place. Sure, you could put a gas mask on so you don't breathe it, but as soon as you got out, it's still all over the gas mask, all over your clothes, all over.
Touching.
Like as soon as unless you walked into one of those like decontamination booths, as soon as you took that shit off, you're breathing it in. So it doesn't work that way. That's why what they're doing with the I forgot the fucking technical term for it, but all the viney shit that looks like hair, like that's why they did it the way they did it. And after they explained it, I'm like, that's great, I love it, but it is fucking. I was not expecting that scene because the scene in the show and the scene in the game were completely different. Like you weren't getting chased by the runners, you were getting chased. He made out with her, but
they made out with each other.
But
and why would he? Do you think? Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Let me finish my point. And you can ask your question.
I know.
So, in the game, it's the Fedra people that are chasing you, and so that's why she stays around to blow them up. In this one, it was the fucking the cordyceps zombies.
Cordyceps zombies.
So, what was your question?
Do you think he went around? He went around to other people and was just tonguing them down like that?
No. So,
or does he know that she's bit?
Yes.
And he's like, hey, baby, you're my bitch now.
I think it's that.
You're my cordyceps zombie wife.
I think it's that, but it's also what they showed at the beginning in the first episode, when Granny was like latched onto old boy's neck.
Yeah.
And then she pulls away and that shit tears.
Yeah.
That's how they're infecting. They're not, it's not the bite, it's them biting and then.
But it was very sensual.
Latching to, yeah, it was. It was
very like.
And it was one of those things where you're watching it and you're like, you feel it. Like you're watching it and you're like, because you could just feel that shit just
tickle my uvula.
And she's like twitching and shit and trying to light the lighter. It was fucking gross.
She was twitching and shit. She liked what she got.
I don't know if she liked it. Not you.
Well, she has no fucking choice.
I mean, yeah.
She got bit. Also, I know that in the game, heavy spoilers.
Wait, where are you going with this? Part 2?
Yeah. So I shouldn't bring
super
that
heavy
up
spoilers.
I won't bring it up. Something about a doctor.
Yeah.
The one that right.
Yep. So
I gotta play this.
That's
game.
One of the other.
I don't want to play it though. When I played Uncharted, I screamed. And I thought that was the scariest game I played, and then I played Dying Light.
That's one of the other points of contention for a lot of people, right? Which honestly, I'll be honest, I did not know. Apparently, it's been a debate since the game came out.
Right.
So apparently, there's this whole debate, and this is heavy spoilers. So again,
I stopped.
Fair warning, no, because I know where you're referencing, but I want to reference something else related. I'm not going to talk about that or plot for the second, because second season's been greenlit, so it's coming. You'll find out eventually.
Is it a mini series or is it a series? What is this going to be?
I think so. If there's no announcement or anything that I'm aware of for another game, right?
Right.
But the second game is drastically longer than the first one. What I think is going to happen is I think that season 2 is going to be The Last of Us Part 2, Part 1. So I think they're going to split that second game into at least 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because if they're doing 8 episodes, and again, there's a lot in the second game. There's a lot of backstory that you don't see because there's this massive time jump from the end of the first game to the start of the second one. So there's a lot of that happens. Like there's a lot of information to process in that second one. So I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to split that into at least 2 and play that out. Now, if there's...
Well, are we going to have a time jump from this one to that one then?
You mean... No, so they're saying that
if this is Last of Us Part... Because is this not what they're calling it, though?
So when the game came out initially, it was just The Last of Us.
Right.
But then it got the second one came out. No, well, because when the second game came out, they called that The Last of Us Part 2. Right. So when the remaster came out, they called that Part 1.
Right.
But it was only The Last of Us up until then.
Okay.
So... They have said, they've confirmed that the first season is going to play out the entire storyline of the first game. Okay. So the way the game ends is the way that's going to end. I'm sure they'll do some, moving around or addition.
Yeah.
But it's going to be that same storyline, right? So they just announced that the second season is going to happen for sure. Because of the density of that, just with everything that's in there, I'm almost certain it's going to be at least 2 seasons just to cover that part.
The first
In those years, if we get another game, then maybe it'll keep going. But I don't know if there's going to be. I don't know that there needs to be. Truthfully, personally, just with.
I mean, it sounds like once you get to the second game,
well, with
shit just goes south.
It's wild.
And then now you lose people.
It's just wild. So
because the whole reason people like the game is for the 2 characters that we're watching now.
Yes.
And then you take other things into the second game.
Yeah.
Who do you really want to fucking watch?
Well, and
because I know some wild shit happens in that game.
Yeah, some super wild. There's one now.
Opened up a whole can of worms.
The second game is very divisive amongst the fans of the games, right? For one very specific reason, and no one will ever convince me otherwise. But that thing happens, that scene happens, and from that moment on. Now, here's the thing. I remember
I gotta get that bitch.
the build up to that game. And I'm going, this is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I know it's going to happen. So it wasn't a shock to me. Like, it didn't hit me out of left field. It was an emotional moment, but it wasn't one of those where it was like, oh, I'm pissed off. I can't believe blah, 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 blah. Now, a lot of people are pissed off because of that happening, and they use that as a way to just say that this whole game is trash. It's not. It's emotionally draining.
First of all, the game graphics look sick as fuck.
Yeah, but everybody's pissed off because you spend a certain amount of time as a particular person in the game, and
then you find out that bitch is wild.
Yeah. Now, there is one scene, again, it doesn't bother me, but there's one scene in the game that I hope to God doesn't make it to the show, just because of, I understand narratively why it happened in the game. I just don't want to see it again. I'll explain, because I don't want to spoil anything for that.
That's fine.
I'll explain after.
Later.
But other than that scene, and anybody who's played that game that doesn't have the emotional range of a 5-year-old and can get over what happened at the beginning, knows exactly what scene I'm talking about. But I don't need to see that scene in live action. But the rest of it, I will say that I loved it. It's the only game to make me fucking weep, like full-blown weeping. Now, granted, that's because of my own. I made a connection between my life and the game, but still.
Fucking loser.
Eat a dick. So, speaking of dick.
Thick Bosa. I would not still eat his dick. No,
Look, stop.
I'm not sleeping
Stop.
with Thick Bosa.
Stop.
I
No
just like
one
to look
said
at him.
you would. No one referenced
That
anything.
dude is strong as fuck. I showed you his thirst traps.
No, you made a thirst trap on your own. You Google searched images. You didn't show me any thirst traps. You just Google image searched Nick Bosa, and she showed me thighs, body, junk. Like,
It was
why?
on Google.
But yeah,
I
but
didn't
you were
invent Google.
You were looking for it.
I wanted to show you why I
No,
was saying
you
what
could
I
have
was
showed
saying.
a thirst trap that was made like you were talking about. You
I
just
couldn't find
Google
those
image
TikToks,
search that
and then
shit.
all of a sudden-
It's weird how that happened.
And then
right?
all of a sudden last night I'm on TikTok. And there they are. And I was like, where the fuck were these 25 hours ago?
We have a whole group chat. We send TikToks in that bitch all the time. Didn't send one. She sees them. Didn't send one. I'm convinced she's making them. So
Go on my profile. Bitch.
okay, you probably have a burner account.
I ain't that smart. Honey.
That's fair. So
And every time I do have an extra account, you seem to be attached to it. He tells me you got messages. Well, you read them. Half the time I go in there and I'm like, when the fuck did somebody send me this? It's because you've accidentally already looked at it.
yeah, because I think it's for me, and then I realize it's on yours. I'm like, God damn it.
He's like, by the way, you got a message from a woman.
I try to clear it when I do, but then I'll open the notification and I think it's mine and it's not. But anyway,
Ain't nobody talking to you.
you're right. No one is. No one loves me. What the fuck? So
We have a group chat for this whole reason.
so stable. So
I'm fucking fine.
now,
Shut up.
oh, so tempted to say something.
Say
right
some
now.
shit. I
You sure?
don't know.
You sure? I'll say it. Thanks to.
For what?
For what?
Listen.
Huh?
Let me specify this. That is not the reason I'm stable. I just have been a better
contributing
move.
factor.
Better move. Better move. I
See,
can't even
exactly.
say that shit right.
It's a contributing
I had
factor.
to
I bet.
This
She's
man got
knocking
me
shit
messed
all
up.
over the place.
This man got me messed up. I'm sitting up now.
I got the feet off the table somehow just by referencing the fact that she's in a better place mentally right at this exact moment.
Oh my god.
I mean, never mind. That's fucked up. I won't say that. So
No, what are you gonna say now? No, say it with your chest, dumb motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. I'm gonna hit him with all of them. Fuck you. What do you gotta say, stupid? Say it. I lost him. He gone. Say it. Shut the fuck.
make up your mind, bitch. Say it or shut the fuck up. What you want me to do?
You know what all that meant. Fuck you. Say it. What you gotta say? Your mental health, you're this and that. I'm okay. Go ahead. Don't air no shit out that ain't supposed to be aired. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting, bitch. I want to laugh too. Yuck, 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 motherfucker. Let's go. I want to find something funny too.
So The Last of Us 2. I was going to say you had a whole day yesterday where you might have been on a roller coaster of...
I think that was a little bit of sleep deprivation and aggravation.
Okay, but
and day drinking.
What about this morning?
I was fine. I said I was fine. I said I'm fine.
Can't wait till you get asked questions about this. So...
Oh, you think you funny? First of all, motherfucker, ain't gonna be no fuck. I know for a fact there will be. I was just upset because you were upset, and he was upset because I was upset.
I'm just gonna.
Thick boast happened.
I'm just gonna say, for the record.
Well, I was going through my own turmoil, looking at a man's thighs.
For the record,
like a KFC two-piece.
And I'm gonna say this into the camera. For the record,
KFC two-piece.
I didn't like any of them.
Oh my god!
I don't know where that impression came from.
Oh my god!
But I didn't like any of them.
2 years ago.
Any of them. Okay. Any of them. Any of them.
Are you talking directly to this person right now?
Directly.
All right.
None.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go off, sis.
None. Ask her.
Go off,
ask
sis.
her. You can ask her. I didn't. For one particular reason, this bitch would just disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
so no.
Facts.
No.
I would disappear. I'm here today, ain't I?
No. Now, were there moments where it was like, okay, there's potential? Sure. But did I actually full blown? No.
This has gone off on a tangent.
You, on the other hand, complete opposite. So,
and you've only met her once. So what's
exactly.
All right. So that now we're talking about this.
No, we can keep going back to what I was talking about. So The Last of Us 2. I tried, Miss Say It With Your Chest. I tried to move on.
Move on.
None of them.
Move that truck. Move that bus is what it was, though.
Move that bus.
That's a big fucking squirrel.
It's a big fucking squirrel.
Fucking A. Great.
In any case, I'm going to go to Seattle in a couple of weeks. And there's a massive part of that second game that takes place there.
Is that why you're really going?
No, but I will say that once that dawned on me, because I haven't played the second game again. It's one of the few games that I love that much that I didn't do a second playthrough, just because it's so emotionally
Are you going to
draining.
actually be in Seattle?
Yes.
Like downtown Seattle? Mm-hmm. Or there's a place I'm going to send you to.
Okay.
You like pinball?
Yeah, I think that's on my...
Shorties?
I think that's on my itinerary of shit to do.
You found Shorties? Uh-huh. How'd you find Shorties?
There's a Google search.
They got the most pinball game I've ever seen in my. I was amazed, and also balls. And also they have like I don't want to say theme park type food. I want to say like circus food, like shitty fucking.
So like
fair food.
Yeah.
Thank you. My God. Cordyceps kiss.
How did that go so well?
I don't know. And it harmonized.
It did.
And I think I was the bass in that one.
Weird how that happened.
I'm saying, say it.
Say it with your chest, motherfucker.
That came from deep down below. Came from my tiptoe.
Tiptoes. tip of
I
my
forgot that they could see that.
yeah, they just watched it happen.
Shut up.
But no, so there's
a part of the game that takes place there, huh?
yeah, the aquarium there
Aquarium
is
of the
in the
Pacific.
game, and there's one
I've been to that.
one specific spot, like one shot. Now, granted, it takes place in the middle of a storm at night, but there's one specific spot that I'm gonna try to find on my own without help and take a picture of it. So, yeah, The Last of Us is great. You should watch it. Oh,
No, I'm
hot
fine.
off the presses. Anyway, how long have we been talking? I felt like that's about average. So I think that's it for us because
That's where
we
you're-
might have tapped.
It just said hard stop.
Well, you were texting. I didn't.
I'm not. I can. First of all, I'm a woman. I can multitask.
That's fair. You know how many times at work? You know, like no joke. You know how many times I've actually occasionally had to remind myself of that fact?
That I'm a woman.
Yeah. Like
Wait,
I know,
wait.
I know.
Wait a minute.
I know.
Peanut butter.
I know you are.
Yes.
I've always
biologically a woman.
Yes.
This
you
was
also
God-given.
use she,
All
her
of
pronouns.
this.
But
Yes, I
there
do.
are occasions
Sometimes.
where I'm just like, oh, that's right, she is a woman. All stupid shit. Like, I'll just like,
oddly enough, I don't know how to take this one. I know you mean it fine.
of course.
And well.
Of course.
What?
We've just never talked about that fact. But there's times where I'm just
What?
like, oh, yeah. Like, she'll say something. I'm like, oh, that's true. That's true. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen.
But you just did right now, didn't you?
Well, no.
you sure?
No,
Oh,
I'm sure. It's just the fact that you made that reference that made my brain go, hey, you remember those times where you were like, oh, yeah. So that's why. I just never said it before. Now I have. I've gotten very comfortable on this show in the
This
last
is
couple of weeks.
wild.
Y'all just found out I'm not circumcised last week. Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I
wish you could have seen
swear
my
to-
face when I realized what you just said.
I know. I'm so mad we didn't record that one for YouTube.
It was like that.
I
forgot
genuinely
that you
like.
were- Oh my God! You know what you did today? I'm gonna tell him.
Go ahead. What did I do today?
You had to go to the doctor.
I did.
Doctor.
Well, I had to go. I had to get analysis done.
And
Happy 90 days. Wait, what?
Anal cyst.
An anal cyst?
Think about
Wow.
it. Anal cyst. Analysis. Anal cyst. Oh no! Now I can't.
No,
now I'm stuck.
nah,
Now I'm
nah.
stuck in a circle.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Thick Bosa.
Ooh, I bet that's what you thought about when you had to do it. I guarantee that got you there. Thick Bosa. Oh no! I did the hand movement. Oh no! It's recorded. Oh no! We're on YouTube. Oh no! I can't stop. I don't know what to do with my hands now.
All right. So,
I don't know what
fuck it.
happened.
Listen, I've gotten awfully comfortable in some odd years of doing this.
This is amazing.
I found out last episode, I'd say last week, but
You
we
found
released
out?
it 2 weeks ago. We recorded it longer than that.
Yeah. You found
I
out?
discovered that I am officially too comfortable on this show.
You sure did.
Now, often I have to remember that under normal circumstances,
Ooh,
wow,
Under circumcision.
under normal
Circumcision.
circumstances,
Speak of the devil.
I often, like, I'm with my best friend, right? We talk about all kinds of
Tell
shit,
you about my best friend.
but I often
She's a
will
warm-hearted
have.
You can just change it from he to she.
It's true. I often have to remind myself that these fucking things are on. So
I think that's what makes this funnier, though. Is because people are
there's
like,
been
wow,
there's
we
been
learned a lot
times like
about
I don't think
today.
you understand. There's been times that we've cut shit out because we're just talking and we get a little
And
too
we're like,
passionate about the
oh,
conversation.
we can't talk
and
about
we
that.
say things and then we go, uh-oh. So
Say their names. Say their names.
So last episode, not even like she literally all she said was, would you rather get a blowjob and have a piece of brace rip a part of your dick off? And I'm like, yeah, I can relate to that. I injured myself. I'm not circumcised. Wait a minute. Did I just say that? I did just say that. And again, just having the conversation. This was on the whole fucking time. 5 minutes into that, after making that comment, I'm like,
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I just told.
I really just told
12 people.
all 27 people
Oh, yeah, it's
that listen to
27
this
now.
that I still have my hood. And shit. So, but me, there's no reason to cut that out. So I didn't.
Well, that's a little bit hard to cut out, too. That's cutting out a whole question.
It's cutting out a whole question. I didn't cut out any. Well, my mom did. What? Anyway, so it wasn't my choice. I was just a baby. So
I mean, you can.
Nope.
I told you we can have
I know.
Chris.
I'm good. I'm okay. So I just had trauma to that area. I don't need to sign up for that again. I'm okay.
I mean, you should have had a 2-for-1 special.
Fuck all that.
But you're already in there.
Me not being circumcised has never bothered me, nor anyone else.
No,
I've never had a single complaint.
I never said it.
I know.
I just said it's funny.
It's hilarious.
I think that should be another episode.
But I just didn't think about it.
That should be a YouTube episode.
So anyway,
it's about to wear get circumcised.
Since you want to talk about what I had to do today,
I don't know. I just thought we were comfortable. Let's talk about it.
So fuck it.
I wasn't there.
Welcome. If you don't want to,
for the record, I was not there.
No, she was not. If you want to cut off and stop listening now, I'll understand. So when you get one of those things that we made a whole episode about me getting done, at some point you have to go get analysis to make sure that it was effective. So that's what I did today. Here's the funny thing about that. The laboratory that I had to go drop this off at is, on a good day, 25-ish minutes away. The paperwork clearly stated that you had to deliver said sample for analysis no later than an hour after collection.
Collection. The terms are
now. Well, collection. Because again, YouTube. So people talk about worse shit on podcasts.
I'm saying though,
and get away with it, but no one watches us. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're keeping it very PG right now. I don't mind it, but I mean,
needless to say, what that meant was either I break multiple laws to try to get there on time, and then potentially
I thought you meant something else.
Whoa, killer!
I was like, you can't do that in the car.
And then, I mean,
you can.
Sure, my windows aren't tinted, so no thanks. But
the ones in the back,
not tinted enough.
Just slide that seat back.
Not to mention my big 6'8" ass in the back of a. You know how much moving is going to be going on?
It's going to look like the hamsters are in there dancing from that fucking Kia commercial.
What that meant is that I had to go to the medical building to do that. So that's what I did. No shame about it.
He collected a sample for analysis.
The funniest now here's the funny part for me, right? So
did you
I go to no. I go to Pornhub exists. I'm good. So
that's how you did it?
That's
else? Too much information.
That's too much information.
Now it's gone too far.
Now it's gone too far.
Now it's gone too far.
How much shit have we talked about on this damn podcast? We have a whole episode dedicated to just sex shit.
Yep.
So anyway.
Yep. Yes, we do.
So the funny part about all this to me is I had to go to the lab to drop it off. Now, anytime that I've ever gone to the lab, it's always been for like blood work or you got to piss in a cup, right? So you just do it right there. In this case, they say to write the time of collection on the cup. I did not do that because I didn't have a pen. So
I know what you could have wrote it with.
I went blood.
Why is there blood coming out of there?
There's not. I was just trying to, because how are you going to see it anyway? So
was it a white label?
White on white, like it ain't gonna work.
Crime.
So
racism. Sorry.
So see, I tried to end the show 5 minutes ago.
I have one more thing to
say. So I figured they were going to ask, and I was going to lie. I was 100% going to lie. I was going to say 20 minutes ago. Whatever. Just pick a number, right? Because then it would seem like maybe I just lived down the street. No, they gave me a piece of paper that had 5 questions on it. Asked how it was collected. And there were 2 options. And in my head, I'm going,
in the bathroom.
What other option was there
did
other than...
Did someone milk you or did you milk yourself?
I think that, but I...
Was that the question?
No, it quite literally said, how was specimen collected?
Oh,
Option 1, masturbation. Option 2, physician instructed alternate or some weird shit like that. And in my head, what other option is there? So we're just gonna move past that. But it gave me an option for time. Now, here was the funny thing. Number one, I got some like 60-year-old lady collecting this. So that made it funny. So I'm standing there with the bag with the cup in it, and she looks at the cup and grabs the piece of paper that says semen analysis. Now, I'm like, so you know exactly what this is. And then she's old. She's right. Well, it ain't about that. It's just the fact
she's
that
been around the block. She's had that shit on her face.
Here's my head. You ain't lying, but here's my point. Why did she look at me like that when she realized what I was dropping off?
Did she lick her lips?
Thank
What'd
God,
she do?
no. Man, if that bitch had said, no, you're good. I'm so happy this is on YouTube now. Took that shit like a shot of Hennessy. Nah, there ain't nothing in there. So... Once again, I tried to end this 7 minutes ago. I really tried. But here we are. So she takes the thing, and before she, you're welcome. Before she hands me the, it's in my teeth.
Oh no, Lord. I'm crying.
So. Before she hands me the questionnaire, she has to write the current time on there. And at that point, I was like, well, can't miss an opportunity to make this even more awkward for this lady.
I did it just now.
Bitch, she put... she handed me the piece of paper, and it said, it was like 8:47.
Wow,
she handed me
specific time.
She handed me the things at 8:47. So I went underneath there and put 8:40. Which isn't 100% accurate, but it's close enough. And in my head, I know she got that piece of paper, saw that it was literally 7 minutes ago, and probably died a little inside. And that just made me happy. Welcome to the show. On that note, we're going to go bye now. Wait, you said you have one more thing to say. Did I fucking traumatize you too much to say it? What is it?
Apparently, my company is celebrating Black History Month. And they picked someone to be the Black delegation.
Black delegation. We do that one.
Bro, guess who it is?
Miss Rush.
I said, isn't this the most racist thing we've ever done at this company?
How many niggas y'all got working there? Well,
when you can count on one hand.
Exactly. The same amount of
friends
like, you got, bitch.
Okay. Time out. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Sorry, it was too good to... Threes, they follow you everywhere, don't they?
Oh, okay. If that's not more specific, I don't know what is.
That's my favorite number 2.
Is it your tattoo?
What? Which one?
Is it that one?
No.
What's
this?
that one? No.
Which one are you talking about?
No. Put your arm like this. Oh, okay.
I was
one off.
That was his number, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that, and then I said, when the fuck have we ever celebrated Black History Month at work?
With a black delegation.
And I'm like, oh, now we're trying to be inclusive. I said, this just makes us look more racist. And we giggled about it because I was on the phone with her.
So who's going to be the representative for Pride Month?
Oh my God, thank you. I said, if they don't pick my gay ass. And Ebony was like, well, there's like a bunch of you. And I said, I am out loud and proud.
Who represents harder than me?
I said, who goes off, sis? And I said, so Garrett, if they don't do anything for Pride Month, I'm not trying to take this. Listen.
Nah, go ahead.
But we're on the same side of the fence here.
We already have one particular letter in that alphabet mafia trying to cancel a Hogwarts game. So fuck it. Let's go in.
Oh my God! Don't even.
I'm not. It's listen.
I have to buy that.
You want to go after that game for the reasons you want to go after it. I feel like you're making a lot of leaps, but fucking whatever butters your biscuit, right?
But all I'm saying is,
the fact that y'all are going after Aretha Franklin. Now you done piss me off. So
speaking of Aretha Franklin, did y'all see Anita Baker yesterday? He said, who this bitch? Oh shit, it's Anita Baker. Sorry.
Bitch was looking rough.
That looked like a Raggedy Ann
rough
wig. Anywho,
listen, I'm gonna say what I said at the game. Okay, I'm gonna say what I said at the game.
That bitch right there.
And I
shit,
stopped.
sorry,
So like the thought was in my head, and it was on its way out of my mouth, and then they put Anita Baker on there, and I was like, oh. That's good that they threw that up there because I almost said something real fucked up. And then, of course, the question got asked what? And I said, you want to know the first thought that came to mind when they put her on there singing the national anthem was, what homeless bitch did they just pull from the street to sing this? And then they put Anita Baker. And I'm like, I feel like shit right now.
And now you put it in the internet.
For all 30 of you combined that are going to see this. If we blow the fuck up, though.
Anita Baker's coming after you.
Sorry, Anita. I didn't know.
But seriously, if I don't get that.
I didn't even know you were still alive.
God, dude, she was on that. Okay. Nigga. Seriously though, in June though,
you make me feel like a natural woman though.
If I don't get that fucking Pride Month MVP,
cause you make me feel.
I have to remind you that I'm a natural woman.
Okay, I think we've done enough damage to ourselves for one day.
Yay! Damn.
Nice to be back on YouTube. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.